Hi, my name is Rafael Nunez. I'm the North American Product Manager of Backhoe Loaders at JCB. We're in front of our brand new 3CX, which is built in Savannah, Georgia. As you'll see, it has a 1 cubic yard general purpose bucket. You'll see that the top of the bucket is parallel to the ground, which gives the operator a good indication that the cutting edge is parallel to the ground. As you'll notice, we have very good visibility both to the center of the bucket and to the corner of the bucket because our cylinders are tucked up behind the loader arms. You'll also notice that we've got an offset drive shaft, and that offset drive shaft allows us to put the engine lower on the chassis, lowering our center of gravity and again improving that visibility, which is very important for the operators. Our torque box is larger than anybody in the industry, and it helps reduce torsional stress when you're corner loading the bucket. You'll see that the torque box goes all the way through the loader arms, providing a very strong loader arm design. The front axle is going to be torque proportioning. It's going to transfer 25% of the torque to the wheel with traction, so it's not an open differential. The 4-cylinder geometry is going to allow us to have parallel lift standard, which is actually standard across our range. As you'll notice, we actually have gone with a steel fuel tank, and that steel fuel tank is built for the rental industry or for the low cost of ownership. It's very difficult to puncture a steel tank, and it's also weldable in the field. As we walk around to the back, we've got a limited slip differential in the rear. We do not have a diff lock, which is operator engaged, and that limited slip differential is going to transfer up to 75% of the torque to the wheel with traction automatically, no operator engagement needed. You'll also see on our machine that we've gone with steel fenders. Again, very good for the rental application, very good for low cost of ownership. In terms of the stabilizers, we've got a very wide stabilizer stance, 10 foot 10 inches, and also we've got standard stabilizer guards. When we look at the serviceability and access to both our control valve and to our hoses going up through our boom, you'll notice that we have hose guides so that these hoses are not rubbing together. Very good serviceability. And also, if you look at our chassis, it's 2 inches all the way through, and it's spread far apart. That's going to give us great leverage when we're working with the back end. If you'll notice, our boom and dipper are actually heat relieved to 1200 degrees for up to 16 hours. That solidifies all that steel, and that means we can have less steel, and we have the best lift capacities in the industry. You'll notice that our hose routings are all internal. You don't see any hoses hanging out outside the boom and the dipper. You'll notice that we have a Keyhole Castings, and these Keyhole Castings dissipate the stress that you'd get from the boom and dipper cylinders, and it actually goes all the way through, so that pin is protected and it dissipates the stress that you get on the machine. As we walk around to the machine, we've got a 24-inch bucket, which is standard on the machine. So our swing cylinders are larger than anybody in the industry, and they provide 18,000 pounds of swing torque. Also, the hydraulic system on the machine is going to be a dual gear pump system. It's going to have 32.5 gallons of flow. We've got dipper lift capacity of over 7,000 pounds and bucket breakout forces of over 13,000 pounds. Access to our hood is done with the key of the machine. You can actually remove the front grille very easily, and you can pop the hood, which is a composite hood. It opens all the way automatically. The engine that you see inside of this machine is going to be a Tier 4 final EcoMax engine. It's going to produce 74 horsepower, and it will not require any further emissions regulations changes. It is Tier 4 final as it sits. It accomplishes Tier 4 final through EGR and injection pressures of 29,000 psi.